योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Hello my dear learners, I am Shivam Sabri, an assistant professor of mathematics in CDOA department, Gujarat University. My dear students, today we will learn one important topic in distribution theory, means statistics, which is Bernoulli distribution. After the completion of Bernoulli distribution, we will also see the binomial distribution. So let's start. So now for the Bernoulli binomial distribution, we have the some assumption. We have the we have the probability of two means either success or failure. We have the probability of either success or failure. Okay, we have the number of trials. Okay, for in Bernoulli distribution, we have the n equal to 1, means number of trials is also 1. Okay, means always 1. Okay, and for binomial distribution, number of trials is fixed, which is n, means n belongs to n, means any natural number. Okay, so when we toss a coin, okay, we get either head or tail, and we can, based on the head or tail, we can get the either batting or bowling, means in the cricket scenario. Okay, either taking batting or bowling. Okay, so this scenario happened while tossing a coin one time. It's called a Bernoulli distribution. Apart from this, when we have the series of 5 matches, okay, in the ICC World Cup or in the respective some tournament, we have to win at least 3 matches. Okay, at least 3 matches. Okay, to win this series. Okay, so that type of scenario consideration under the binomial distribution. Okay, so in Bernoulli distribution, we have probability of failure and probability of success. Similarly, in the binomial distribution, means both Bernoulli and binomial distribution have the same thing, either probability of success and probability of failure. But difference is, in Bernoulli distribution, number of trial is 1. In binomial distribution, number of trial is n. Okay, so let's. So both distributions are discrete, because we cannot say that we win 2.5 match, 2.3 match. Am I right? So it's a finite, means discrete random variable. Okay. So start. So Bernoulli distribution. In Bernoulli distribution, EMF is 1cx p of x 1 minus p of 1 minus x. Okay. So p of x equal to x. Okay. This is nothing but your EMF value of Bernoulli distribution. Okay. So either x is either success, means 1, or either failure, means 1 or 0. Okay. Same time you can consider this in 1c0 or 1c1, always 1, means p raised to x 1 minus p raised to 1 minus x. Okay. This is also EMF of Bernoulli distribution. So now what about mean and variance? Okay. So mean is p, and variance is 1 minus. Okay. So what about standard deviation? Standard deviation is under root minus p for the Bernoulli. So let's start. If x follows Bernoulli distribution with PMF this, okay, this is your failure and this is your success. Okay. So now understand the example one. A machine produces a defective item, means 10% defective, means 93% are good product. Okay. Let x equal to 1 is an item, is defective, and 0 otherwise. Okay. So what is the probability when x equal to 1 is 1c1 p of x. P of x here is 0.1 raised to 1 and 0.9 raised to 0. Why? Because here x is the range of x is 0 and 1. But here probability means we have to consider the main objective is our defective, means probability of success. is 0.1. Here the defective is success. Why? Because we have to calculate the defectiveness. Okay. So here x equal to means success is defective. Okay. So here you get 0.1. Okay. So what about p of x equal to 0 means 1c 0, 0.1 raised to 0 and 0.9 raised to 1 is nothing but 0.9. So what about mean and variance? So here mean and variance. Mean equal to p and variance equal to pq. So I think my dear students, I have one mistake regarding it. P into pq. So this is the error from my side. Okay. So here pq means p equal to 0.1 and 1.1 into 0.9 is nothing but 0.08. So this is your variance and this is our mean. And whenever you have to calculate the standard deviation, you can also consider the variance of x. So in this way, you can find the probability of Bernoulli distribution as well as mean and variance of the respective distribution. So now for example number, so true and false. So probability of correct answer is means probability of correct answer is 0.5. So what is the probability of incorrect answer is also 0.5. So now let x equal to 1. Let understand the success is correct answer is our success. Okay. So p of x equal to 1 is nothing but 0.5 and p of x equal to 0 is also 0.5. So what about mean and variance? Mean is p and variance is pq. So p equal to 0.5 and p into 1 minus p. So 0.5 into 0.5. So 0.5. So here mean is 0.5 and variance is 0.25. How can we solve this particular terminology? To put the value of p of x into 1 minus p of 1 minus x. Let understand if x equal to means 0.5 into 1 minus 0.1 is 0.5 raised to 1 minus x. So whenever you consider the x equal to 1 here, this terminology is 1 or whenever x equal to 0, this terminology is 1. So overall you get the answer is 0.5. Okay. So similarly this also thing means p equal to 0.7, q equal to 0.3. Okay. So my dear students, this is your just homework, not one homework, but it's your class activity. Okay. You can solve by this by yourself. If you feel any query, any doubt regarding, please feel free to comment. Okay. So now let us understand the binomial distribution. So what is a binomial distribution? Where number of trials are fixed. In Bernoulli, number of trials is 1. Okay. But here number of trials is fixed, means any natural number. Any natural number. Okay. Not exactly, but not exactly means I want to say that if we consider n equal to 1, the binomial distribution converts into Bernoulli distribution. Okay. For now, similar thing is we have the two scenario: probability of success and probability of failure in the binomial distribution. Okay. Similarly for the Bernoulli distribution also. Okay. So now Bernoulli and binomial distribution means the number of trials is fixed. Number of trials are fixed. Okay. Probability of getting success or failure, we have two scenarios. Okay. So now let's start binomial distribution. Okay. Let's understand we have the ICC series. Okay. Let's understand not ICC, we have some one tournament. Okay, one series, one A B C series. Okay, there is a team A and team B. Okay, we have the 5 matches, means number of trials, means 5 matches. To win the series, we have to win at least 3 matches. Okay, so in this scenario and in this whole thing, to calculate the probability, we use the binomial distribution. So now assumption of binomial distribution. Okay, so number of trials are fixed. 2 outcome per trial means probability of failure and success. Okay, independent trials means if there is in the first trial there is a while tossing a coin. Okay, if I get head, then after I get tail, then head, then tail, then head. Intentional means biasness. So binomial distribution will not work here. Okay, so probability of success is constant. Okay, so now x follows binomial distribution. This is a sign, means follows. Now x follows binomial distribution with n means number of trials and p means success. Okay. So what is about Bernoulli distribution? X follows only p because we have the number of trials is 1. Number of trial is 1 in Bernoulli distribution. So now example 1, a die is thrown 4 times, means n equal to 4. Okay. Let x be the number of times 6 appear. Okay, means 6 appear means probability of 6 is probability of success is 1 by 6. Okay, so what is the value of x? Means now we have to understand the PMF. Okay, we have to understand first. We have to understand the PMF means probability. Let's suppose I write to PMF. NCX p raised to x 1 minus p raised to n minus x. Okay, this is the PMF. This is the PMF of binomial. This is the PMF of binomial distribution. So now here n is your fixed trials. Okay, probability of success, probability of failure. Okay, so x is number of success. Okay, so now what is the value of p of x equal to? Means NCX p raised to x 1 minus p raised to n minus x. So 4 C2 plus, so 6 appear means 1 by 6 raised to x means 2 and failure means 5 by 6 raised to. Okay, 5 by 6 raised to, sorry, my mistake, 5 by 6 raised to. Okay, so now solve this terminology. 1 by 36. Okay, sorry, 25 by 36. So here 2. Okay, so now 18 and you can solve this. Okay, you get this answer here. Okay, around answer is 648 mean and 25. Maybe this is your answer, maybe it's a tentative answer. You can also calculate by yourself. Okay, this is your 6. Okay. Yes, 25 by 216. So in this way you can calculate p of x equal to. So what about p of x greater than 1? So now p of x greater than 1 is nothing but p of x less than or equal to 1. This is the property. P of x greater than 1 is equal to p of x is less than or equal to 1. Similarly, p of x less than 1 equal to p of. So 1 minus p of x less than 1 means p of 0 plus p of 1. So 1 minus p of 0 means x equal to 0 means 4c0. P of the probability of success is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is to 0 and 5 by 6 is to 4. 4c1, 1 by 6 is to 1, 5 by 6 is to 3. Okay. So now this is the means 6 to 5 divide by 1 6 6 6 3 9. So 1 2 plus here 4 into so 500 divided by 1296. So calculate 11. So now we can subtract means 1296 1125 171 divided by 196. Also you can factorize this to terminology and you can solve this terminology here. 9, okay, 1, okay, 1 3 4 4 8. So 190 by 44. Okay, you can cancel, you can you can check by yourself also. Okay, so here you can get this thing. So what is the value of p of x greater than equal to 1 minus p of x less than 2? Okay. This is a very easy. Okay, you can consider this thing also. P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4. Okay, you get this thing also. So what is the mean and variance? Mean is NP and variance is NP. So mean equal to NP and variance equal to NP. So N means 4. Probability of success is 1 by 6 means 2. So NP and 1 by 6 5 by 6 is nothing but 20 by 36 is nothing but 5 by 80 is nothing but 5 by 80. Or you can also solve this terminology. sorry 2 by 3 and 3. Not sorry, my mistake is there. This is the calculation error for this. Okay. So now understand the example number 2 here. Okay. So if we toss up on 5, that means n equal to 5. Here x equal to 3. Probability is nothing but okay. What is the probability for coin? Whenever we are considering this type of particular sum and we cannot get the probability by themselves, okay, you can consider the probability of A is 0.5 and probability of 10 is 0.2. Means this is your success, then this is your failure. You can also consider this thing also. This is your failure and this is your success. Okay. So based on this thing, okay, you get this similar answer. Okay. So here in general we can consider the head is our success. Is success. Okay. So probability is 0.5 and Q is also 0.5. So put here 5C3 0.5 raised to 3 0.5 raised to. So 5C3, okay, 5C3 is nothing but 10 into 125 by 1000 into 25 by 100. Okay, you can cancel this 0 here and by solving this thing you can get your answer. I think the answer is 315 divided by 10,000 mean. You can check by yourself also. Okay. Now x less than equal to 2. So p of x less than equal to 2 means p of 0 plus p of 1 plus p of 2. Okay. So in this way you can consider this thing also. So what about p of x greater than 4? So p of x greater than 4 is p of only p of 5. Okay. So by putting here p of 5, you get P of 5 means 0.5 means okay. So around P of 5 is you can get this answer also. Okay. So in this way you can calculate this thing also. Okay. So you can consider this thing. Okay. So now what is the mean and variance? Okay. So mean is NP and variance is NP. So N means 5. Probability of success is 0.5. So okay. So 2.5 your mean. What about the variance? So what about the variance? Okay. So I think answer is 25 by 100 and 125 by 100 is 1.25. Okay. So 1.25 your variance. Okay. So this is the just one page for calculation, but I also cover every calculation here. Okay. So now what is the example 3 says? Okay, probability the machine produce defective items. Okay, defective item we talk about also defective item is probability of success is 0.2 and probability of failure is. So a sample of 6 items means 6 in 2. Okay, we are considering the x equal to 2. Okay. Success means 0.2 and so now we can solve this thing. Means 62, value of 62 is 15. Value of 62 is 15 into 4 by 100 into 64 by 100 into 64 by 100. You can solve this calculation by yourself, you get this answer. So what is the value of P of x greater than equal to 3? Okay. So P of x greater than equal to 3 equal to, okay, greater than equal to 3 means 6 items. 6 items is selected. Okay. Okay, sample of 6 items. So probability of one minus probability of x is equal. So 1 minus P of x equal to 0 plus P of x equal to 1 plus P of x equal to. So 1 minus P of x equal to 0 means 6 is 0, 0.2 raised to 0, 0.8 raised to 6 plus 6 is 1, 0.2 raised to 1, 0.8 raised to plus 62, 0.2 raised to 2, 0.8 raised to. Okay. So 1 minus 8 raised to 6 means 64 into 64 into 64 divided by plus 2 means 64 means 128 into 64 into 6 divided by, okay, 6 zeros, plus 62. 62 is nothing but 15. 15 into 4 means 60 into 64 into 64 divided by. So my dear students, you can solve this calculation by yourself. You get the answer. You get the answer. If you have any query regarding this calculation, okay, so I think I request you to do this calculation by the calculator. Okay, so here in this way you can calculate everything. Okay, so here 62 6 into, okay, so here 0.8 means 64 means 8 raised to 5 meter, 64 into 512 into 6. Okay, so okay, you can also so this is I think this is the calculus this is calculation error from my side. So I think 6 into 2 means 120. Okay, 64. 6 into 2 by 10 into 64 into 512 divided by calculation error from my side. So okay, this is the thing. Okay, 6 and 1 2. Okay, so I think you can solve this thing by yourself. Okay, this is the calculation error from my side. Okay, you can solve it by yourself. Okay, so I didn't use here calculator. Okay, so now what is the mean and variance? Okay, so mean equal to NP and variance equal to NP. So 6 into, okay, so probability of 0.2. So now you can consider this thing also. Okay, you get this answer. Okay. So now I calculated here 61 0.1. So 6 into 2 into 8 means 64 into 512 divided by very simple. Okay, so 8 square 8 raised to 3. Okay, 2. Okay, so this is your 12, or you may say that 128 into 6 into 512. Okay, so in this way you can consider this thing also. Okay, so this is the calculation error from my side. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, but you can solve this thing. Okay, here point 2 is okay, you can consider this thing also. So everywhere you can get this answer. Okay, so I correct my thing. Okay, 512 means 120 128. Okay, 6 and this is equal to 5. Okay, so example 4, P equal to 0.4, N equal to 6 and Q equal to 0.6. So my dear students, this is your from by yourself. This is by yourself. Okay, so my dear students, mean is NP and variance is NP. This is the one blank space for you. Okay, to solve this calculation. Okay, so this is all from my side. Okay, regarding the Bernoulli binomial distribution. If you have any query, any doubt regarding the Bernoulli and binomial distribution, please feel free to comment on this video. I will definitely to reach out to you to solve your all doubts. Apart from this, my dear students, whenever you are considering and whenever you are calculating the probability of probability of distributions and distribution, you must use the calculator. Okay, otherwise you get the some calculation error just like me. Okay, so avoid the calculation error for the distribution theory. Use the calculator. So this is all from my side, students, my dear students. Okay, please feel free to comment on this video. Thank you very much.